Adin, Ross, and IShowSpeed are ruining the future generation of kids.
Oh my god. Can we stop with this? This is so annoying. I haven't watched the video yet. Okay. Here's my thing. Here's what I'm gonna say. They're gonna say that they're ruining the future generation of kids because they act kinda gay. And that's gonna just ruin kids. That's the #1 fear. It's not like lack of like a healthcare or wealth for the majority of people, or homelessness, or the foster care system, or even just fundamentally social media causing depression between kids because they get addicted to like likes and views, and the new American dream is to blow up on TikTok rather than to work hard and become something that's actually means something. No, it's two young men on social media messing around. This is the threat to young guys. That's the true threat, guys. That's it. Let's see what he has to say.
That was the last words from this YouTuber before Adin's reply made him delete his account. Whether it's being sus,
Wait, who is that about?
throwing temper tantrums,
I guess I got that wrong. This guy's just covering the information. I got a little egg on my face. Am I right, guys? You're gonna die.
or promoting gambling to a younger audience for the bag, there's many reasons as to why people would agree with this. And Twitter user / YouTuber MegaZane5 added fuel to the fire when tweeting this and going viral for it. But after doing some research,
Well, why does he think that that's ruining the future, though?
on the YouTuber, Adin Ross found enough evidence for people to rename him MegaZane445, exposing MegaZane for having a history of sending explicit pictures to underage girls. He didn't show any proof, but many people in the replies did some digging and found out he was 17 sending pictures to 14-year-olds.
I mean, that's pretty gross. They were all 14 and 15, as I said. I used to be in that community, but left the year. My fault for saying 19. He was 17 or 18. If he was 17, it was very close to his 18th birthday. Okay, so it sounds like he was 17 years old talking to 14 or 15-year-olds. I mean, I think it's not ideal. I would advocate against that, obviously. But I mean, that age gap isn't, like, horrible. I'm not gonna... Like, I'm personally not going to call the guy a fucking pedophile over it. You're saying he's like EDP445. EDP445 tried to rape 13-year-olds. Or what he thought was 13-year-olds. It's a little different. A 30-year-old trying to go after 13-year-olds and like legitimately engage in like grooming tactics. When I say that, I mean like constant references to how you can't trust your family, trying to isolate them from like their family, that you can only trust them, etc., etc. That's like way different. Even if you think this is wrong, and like I'm uncomfortable with it, I don't think that this is really that good, but it's really not like something that I would have an absolute meltdown. A 17-year-old talking to like even a 14-year-old, like I'm not happy about it. I think it's kind of gross, but it's not the same thing as a 30-year-old and a 13-year-old. Like you guys are going a little bit crazy here, where you're talking about how it's on like ADP levels of inappropriate, because it's really not at all. I mean, this is the disproportionate. Yeah, it's like a senior dating a freshman. Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's good, but it's like, this is the thing, is like it's legal. So when we operate in society, we're like, okay, so since our laws cover this from a moral perspective, because laws are a reflection of our morals, we would understand, like, even if we disagree with the behavior, why they would be exhibiting this behavior, right? Frankly, it's the same thing, honestly, with like other countries, and when it comes to like them being bigoted, it's like homophobic, for instance. Like, oh, like this is another country and like they're homophobic. It's like, yeah, it's wrong, and I disagree with it, and I advocate against like other countries to being homophobic. But then I understand that there's a cultural aspect that is too accepting of it, so we advocate in like a different way. If that makes a little bit more sense for people to be able to relate to, it's not good. It's not a good thing. You know, I don't think anybody under the age of 16 should really be, you know, flirting like that in general, but you know, kids are doing weird shit. So as long as it would be consensual, and I do think a 14-year-old can consent to a 17-year-old, even if I think it's gross and inappropriate. He's not EDP in any capacity, so this is just like a weird hit piece. It's kind of sad that we're like so quick to weaponize like predatory behavior, because this isn't really predatory behavior. You know what I mean? It's like inappropriate, but you know.
And after receiving a ton of backlash, his 15 seconds of fame came to an end when he deleted his entire Twitter account. Now, he has denied the accusations on his YouTube, where he also disabled the comments. So comment what you guys think about this. Adin
It sounds like a weird. It sounds like I wouldn't doubt if the guy mentioned them being kind of gay, because that's like a big criticism of them, is that they are gay, which I think is stupid. But to retaliate by like weaponize, like, it's, bro, come on. I think you guys on Twitter need to grow the fuck up and stop pretending that anything that makes you uncomfortable is the most inappropriate action in the world. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and another special shout out to all my Patreon and Twitch subs. If you'd like to support this channel further than you already have by just watching the video alone, go down in the links below where you can sub on my Patreon, which will allow you to get your name on this beautiful black wall. Or you can go to the Twitch page and you can actually use a free Amazon Prime sub, if you have Amazon Prime, to subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.